Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to I Can't Shut Up Unless You Tell Me to. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the new Pokemon games. This is not going to be my holistic review that will be coming out on YouTube in the next week. But today I wanted to talk about a lot of the backlash Pokemon has been getting for its bugs and stuff, its graphical bugs. So, I want to preface this by saying, Game Freak and the Pokemon Company as an entity is a multi-billion dollar entity, and Pokemon is the most popular intellectual property on the planet. Nobody is denying this, nobody is defending this, and I'm frankly not going to I'm not defending Game Freak because I think that they need it. But what I am going to do is I want to take this as an opportunity to realign people's priorities here. Because outside looking in, graphic bugs are the easiest things to gripe about, with very little nuance otherwise. Many of the people also, I will say, that have been bitching about it are not, and here's the thing, I'm not expecting them to be either, have not played, every single Pokemon game as they've come out. Because when you do, and you're part of the community that has been giving that feedback to Game Freak in both personal letters, on social media, YouTube videos, things of that nature, people have said that it is the most buggy Pokemon game, while also being the best Pokemon game ever. Both of these things can be true, for the integral reason that Game Freak actually listened to the community when they made Scarlet and Violet. Why does that matter? Well, traditionally, the Pokemon games didn't have graphical bugs or glitches like you've seen these stupid compilations. The Pokemon games were, for all intents and purposes, some of the most stable. There might be a couple glitch compilations for Sword and Shield, but, I played Sword and Shield for well over 150 hours. I don't think I saw a single graphical bug the entire time I played. I have seen some with Scarlet and Violet. But you know what else I've seen with Scarlet and Violet? I have seen... I have had more fun with this game than I have had with any previous Pokemon game, and that includes my beloved Pokemon Emerald. And that is because, like I said earlier, Game Freak listened to the fans. And what do they listen to the fans about? Feature completeness. Because the fact of the matter is, the hallmark of a good Pokemon game has very little to do with the actual essence of Pokemon itself. The essence of Pokemon itself, the actual battling mechanics itself, very little has changed. Pokemon Arceus has changed the most with it, and a lot of that, the actual mechanics of battle itself, did not necessarily carry over. What makes a good Pokemon game is everything outside of the core Pokemon experience. The 8 gym leaders in the Elite Four. And frankly, Pokemon did the Pokemon Company and Game Freak did a amazing job building an experience that is not only feature complete, but content rich. You have what is effectively 3 gym leagues you can go through. But even then, that's not really what they are. They feel like separate-ish experiences with their own stories, with characters that, in my personal opinion, unlike previous games, don't have the personalities of wet noodles. And for all intents and purposes, they're even outside of the Titan hunting, outside of the Operation Starfall, the gym lead and even the endgame stuff in the Great Crater of Paldea, there is still a lot on offer in exploring the vast region of Paldea, completing the Pokedex, and seeing all the new Pokemon that have on offer. Now, on some level, do I wish that there was like a contest gimmick, a Pokeathlon maybe? Absolutely. But I've been able to power through the entirety of a Pokemon game in anywhere between 6 to 12 hours, depending on the game, for the entirety. And it took me a week to beat this shit. I was homesick. I was out of work. I had all the time in the world, and it still took me a hell of a long time to beat everything. And at the end of the day, we as the Pokemon fans have been asking for more content, more fun, the streamlining of the competitive scene to make it easier for more people to get into it, along with along with fleshing out our ability to interact with the Pokemon themselves in the example of picnics. And at the end of the fact of the matter is that the Pokemon fan base, the tens of millions of people that buy this game every year, graphics is not what we care about. You guys can say that, oh, Game Freak's a multi-billion-dollar company. Why does their games look like shit? Why can't they look da-da-da? And I'm like, it's because how it looks doesn't matter as much as how well it plays. People that don't play Pokemon a lot, they care about dumb shit like graphics. They're the ones that care more about how Madden looks versus how Madden plays. If you care, these are the same people that were bitching about graphics when Elden Ring came out and the models themselves didn't look fantastic. It is, at the end of the day, Pokemon is a game that is defined by its gameplay. And the gameplay in this game is the best it's ever been. It feels good. It's fun. I love it, and I've enjoyed my time with Pokemon Scarlet. And I love the Union Circle concept that they added 4-player co-op, for fuck's sake, to a Pokemon game. Most games don't have 4-player co-op like that, for fuck's sake. At the end of the day, I'm going to continue to have fun with this game. People that don't really give up, that who have their priorities skewed, I think, are going to still hyper focus on the graphics, and it's not going to matter much because it is a criticism that most people who would enjoy this game wouldn't give a fuck about it in the first place. Because at the end of the day, Pokemon is about the gameplay experience, not the graphics. A big thanks to everybody for listening. I appreciate you guys making it all the way here to the end. Just a quick little blurb. If you haven't already considered, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I work very hard on the videos there, and the videos in this, and it's going to be uploaded there. This podcast will be uploaded there as well. And if you like my show enough that where you want to support it in other ways, please consider joining my Patreon. It costs as little as $1 a month, and I do all of my early releases there. Thank you so very much for listening. I love your face, and I'll see y'all on the flip. Have a good one.